We are live. Ooh. Ooh. Right. Ancient battery. This is an ancient battery. It was discovered. It was discovered in amongst a load of ancient jars at the bottom of a patch of sea. And there's no sign of a boat, but the jars happened to be arranged in a sort of boaty shape. And this was discovered amongst them. Well, that's my story. So let's leave that there for now and rise up and have a look at everything else. Right. So we've got this ancient battery thing, and all I did it with is I had a packet of little bottles like these, only there were the Tim Holtz ones in this shape. You can't get that shape anymore, but you can get others. For instance, this little lot. Now imagine that turned into a battery shape, into a piece of ancient art like that. All you need to do is make a mold. Or what I did originally, now this is quite soft there, so what I did originally was I put what do you call that stuff, that caulking silicone type stuff in the plastic, which was a little bit stiffer than this one appears to be. And unfortunately I had a heck of a job getting it out again. It took me about 4 years hacking at it and then going, oh no, I don't want to ruin it, and putting it away for a while and coming back and having another go. In the end, I gave up on keeping the bit of plastic and just ripped as much of it off as I could. And I ended up with that, the cast. I then painted it with black gesso. But what I did just before that happened, I decided that I should at least try to take a mold of the outside. So I put a silicone mold on the outside like that. So I did have a copy in a way. And what I've done with this now is just made another one using air dry clay. And that's what came out. So that's not too bad, is it? It's actually not bad at all. And that came, I did that last night and it came out today, and I put it on the radiator and it's nice and hard and maybe not quite solid, but that's what I've got. So I could then paint that with black gesso and off we could go with it. But I couldn't do anything else at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll continue on with that on another day. But that shows you what you could do. I mean, this was these glass wishing bottles. I think they got them on eBay or something. I really can't remember. But you can get little bottles like that. You just don't want to get the little bottles that don't have the nice little packaging, because it's the packaging you want. I don't know. I talk about daft. So I can put all my little bottles back in there, can't I? That one in there. That one in there. Etc, etc, etc. I'll do that another time. I'll just put that on my desk and get it out of the way. And pop it round there. And we'll get on with what we're supposed to be doing today. Which is, I'm going to do some more jelly printing. So we've got things to jelly print on now. For instance.
Hi, Patricia. Patricia from PM Ider Studio is here.
Hello, Patricia. Just going to try this one. Now, this piece was one piece that I did a bit of scribbly wibblies on. You know, the sort of, let's pretend we can do ancient script type scribbly wibblies. And I cut it in half. And it had some nice dendritic edges on things on this piece, particularly on these two. And I thought, oh, well, to save that, I'll seal it. Yeah, well, that ruined that idea because the sealant just spread everything out. But I didn't put any sealant on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use iridescent medium on the plate. and then see what happens, whether I can seal that without disturbance, and see what happens with the one that's sealed. So we'll try that. So to start with, let's get out a jelly plate. This is the 8x10, and you can see I've been using it. It's not completely clean from last time, but you're supposed to wait ages and then peel things off with paint, aren't you? So you can't be all that back, can it? You never know, you might get bits up, maybe. One. And the top one. Oh, it's come off on there. Isn't that interesting? And the two. And I've got lots of bits to try. Well, I've got bits I used before as well because they came out so well last time. I want to do them again. And I've got a texture plate from last time of the cellular membrane. Oh. Then we've got all these lovely, lovely golden paints to play with. Ooh.
Ooh.
Am I far enough up? I'm not quite far enough up, am I?
Patricia says, just found you.
Yeah.
Did you tell me you were doing this? I think we probably didn't, P. We're juggling balls here, and we've dropped a few. And she says, so happy you are doing something with these. They are marvelous. And I say, marvelous.
Marvelous.
Hello, Janet. Lovely to see you, girl. Don't spread yourself too thin today. There's
a little bit of time there.
I know you got work to do.
Let's get my main brayer out and have a look at what we're going to do. So I want to put something on here. So if I put Iridescent Medium down first, and then see if I can lift that. Is that Carabel Studio size? No, I think I'll do it on the big one. Because I can get edges for things like a bit of Tyvek and stuff like that. That's what I think. So what colour am I going to do? I want to do the Iridescent Medium first anyway. Here we go, in the corner.
You're okay, P. You're not losing your mind. You're not at all. And there's always replay. We're happy. We're just happy to see everybody. And if you come back and watch replay, that's good too.
Yeah, well, we've only just started, so you haven't missed anything. I did show the battery, but it's still here, so I can show it again.
Ooh, did P see that? Did you see the battery she made, P? Hi, Teresa. Teresa says, good morning, Fran. Nope, it's Fran's evening and our afternoon.
Good day.
Good day.
It covers everything.
Good day, mate.
Good day. Hey. I can't do that properly. Now then, reality.
I get lost because I get to watch you live on StreamYard, and then I go over to YouTube and check, and there's a delay. So it's like talk about losing your mind. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So let's get that off there.
That's all right, P. Whatever makes you feel good. Just be happy.
So I'm just doing this. Which way around am I doing it?
I don't know.
I'll do it that way. That one at that
now,
end.
Wait. Specifically, what did you just put down? Okay, go ahead.
Iridescent Medium.
Okay, all right.
Dalarani Iridescent Medium. The one I used before.
Galleria, okay.
Windsor and Newton. I beg your pardon, not Dalarani. Windsor and Newton.
Okay.
Dalarani is Windsor and Newton's student version. So, right. So there's that one.
Okie dokie.
And then that one.
Okie dokie.
Have to be that accurate, does it? All I want is a nice, decent layer of that
He said,
iridescent medium.
he said, put it down, it's drying. Yeah, I know. I interrupt her. She said, put it down, it's drying.
I can turn that. Oh dear, it's getting a bit smeggy. I've been an edgy bit anyway.
Oh, that's why I like Tia and Mariah here, because they help us out. Yep.
And I put some on here as well, just because I can. Iridescent medium on that. Iridescent medium on that. So if I let that dry and then come back to it, I'll be able to put something else on top and change the colour somewhat.
Woohoo.
That seems to have preserved so far the dendritic bit, so maybe I shouldn't have sealed it. Oh well, we live and learn. So that's two. I'll put those to the side around here and we'll get on with another.
Do we get a good look at them first before you?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, just
That's a good trick, isn't it? I wonder who else does that.
Oh no.
There we are.
Yeah, I can see the
That's
the film on it. Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the iridescent-y.
He says it looks good. I like how you are thinking. I think she meant that part for me. Ha ha ha.
And that one. So those two both got it on. I'll put that down. Well, let's try. I can put another layer on. Right, let's have a go with some things. I'll put some more iridescent medium on. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Hello? No, that's nobody. I do hope they don't call back.
Teresa says, hey, that is what I'm trying to do with my glass. Oh, what do you mean by that, Teresa? The art can start. Let's get going with the art.
I'm not answering the phone. He knows I'm doing live, so hopefully he'll answer the phone himself. He's got his food in there. It's in the kitchen. Or maybe he's finished. Maybe he's gone and watched TV and hasn't heard a thing. Well, it'll just have to ring, won't it?
Somebody, Craig and Snow with Adam says, hi from Orlando, Florida. I'm not sure what I'm watching, but I'm having a great time watching. Well, hello, Craig. We are a crafting page. We do art crafting and mark making and gel printing and mad scientist stuff. Your glass pen. Teresa was talking about her. Teresa got inks in a glass pen as a gift. And so she was watching your mark making earlier.
Now that wasn't using the glass pen. I didn't even think of the glass pen. I was too busy just trying to make lots of marks. So that's that. And I'm going to do a few more just there. So I've got a full page kind of thing.
Yes, P. We're listening.
That probably won't show up, you know, on iridescent medium. That should have gone on black paper. Guess what? I haven't got any black paper.
Right, P. Yep, she's learning. She's remembering. P says if you put down a paper on the gel plate and it doesn't cover the gel plate completely, use another big piece of paper to cover it all, and then Baron, so you won't get it on your. So you won't.
Right. Yes, I did. I got it on the Baron, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig.
So that's still got some left on there. So what I want to do is put another colour on. So that's copper, but I've got this one, haven't I? Or I could do the transparent red iron oxide. Any votes, copper or transparent red iron oxide?
Well, I like both, but I because you're the master and I'm just Igor, I have to say copper.
Copper. Copper. You might no, I want to pick the copper.
No.
Oh, these don't want to come off, do they? How'd you get?
And Teresa says copper, but I have a thought because this is just one plate pull. You can always do it again with the other color.
Yeah, good.
Who knew?
Yeah. My very first try with this.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Even Pete said copper, so copper wins.
Well, you all knew I was going to use copper anyway. Wasn't any chance for any other colour. Oh, I don't like that. It's quite translucenty, isn't it?
Well, I'm looking at the brayer and I'm remembering that P got a nice skin off her brayer. And if you keep doing that and your last cover is copper, ooh, what a nice little piece of skin you have.
Don't know, do we? Let's try this one then.
Yep, she says it will dry quickly, go fast. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
So what would I use the iron oxide for specifically? Would it be a last layer or a first layer, would you think?
Oh, I think it was Mariah that said that. I wonder what she was thinking. I guess
that's lifting a bit there.
She says.
Oh, and I've got this heavy body. It's the only heavy body one I got because I couldn't get a small enough size in the red naphtol to be able to afford it otherwise. So that was the only way to get it in the 2 ounce for that. Is it like paint, like out of a Winsor & Newton out of a tube or something? Is it that sort of consistency?
I think you need P or M to answer that. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking. I quite like that. That's feathery. It's feathery.
Oh, you need to come over here and share it with us. Come on now. Bring it over here and let us see too.
Ooh. Oh, sorry. Doing it again.
There you go. That is, oh, I like that. Okay.
I've got the iridescent on that side with a little bit picked up off the plate. And then that's the copper.
Yep.
I obviously let it dry a bit too much before putting it down, yes. Or maybe I didn't put quite enough paint on to start with.
Yep. Mariah says the fluids are tricky as they dry very quick. They are nice to mix with the impasto or gel medium. It is heavy body. See, they dry very quick. Yep. Yep.
Well, that wasn't heavy body. I haven't used the heavy body yet.
I think
that was the fluid.
I think P was responsive to when you held up the other tube of golden.
Oh, right. That one's the heavy body, yes. That's what I was asking about, yes.
And then Mariah says, yes, put that blue down, brayer thin, and get your paper down.
I'm doing it fast. I'm doing it fast.
Well, you and P can get together for coffee later, and you can talk about speed and yes, that's what P was talking about. Was that tube of golden you held up? How it was the only one you could afford. Yeah, pressure mode. Get that paper down. Get that paper down.
Coming! It's coming! It's coming! I'm just going to separate it from the other sheet. Good. I was going to do a bit of thingy first. Probably some pattern on it.
Nope. Brayer it in and get your paper down. That's what Mariah said. Not to mention, not to be mean, we're having fun here, right? Because Mariah's laughing. Maybe I need some directorial tips too.
Oh, that'll be smidgy. That'll be smidgy. That's a smidgy one.
Hi, Barbara. It's so good to see you here. Yes, that is Mad Frankie, Fran Baker, and this is Violet, and she calls me Igor. So nice to have you join us. Yes,
Hi, Barbara.
Talent.
I'm being quick as I can. I'm not very quick. I got called slow coach in school when I was little. Hated that. Well, I was. So, you know, what can you expect? Take it off now or leave it and go away and do something else?
Ooh, while you wait for an answer, you're already waiting.
Now I'm pulling it. Way. Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
That's nice. That's lovely.
Oh, wow.
I like that one. It's got glints of copper in it, and it's got the Prussian blue from Amsterdam, all the way from Amsterdam. I'm
maybe exaggerating, but I just immediately went porcelain. Just.
Oh yeah. Could be.
Well,
we'll do something on the other side. Maybe I'll do a bit of this. It's a nice colour, Naples Red Medium. Just to find out, I might have to add a bit of matte medium or something to it to make it a bit less. Oh, it's all right. It's nothing wrong with it.
You held it up longer that time, and I didn't have to remind you. Ha ha ha.
I was gazing at it myself. I guess I just got lost in it. Oh dear, dear.
Peace is lovely, and M has got all kinds of pretty little emojis up there for you. Good job.
Oh, there's a little bit of something. I don't like the look of that.
Ooh.
A little bit of something.
Fuzzy wuzzy.
Got something on the gel plate there.
Maybe
something
it's on
there. I'm just grabbing something to be quick, so I don't know what I'm grabbing.
Yes, there you go. Yes, she's making prints on paper for future projects.
Yep, for journals and such.
Yep, for junk journals.
I also want to do some of those pale colours because I really liked last time when we got the Naples Yellow and the what was the other colour? I can't remember. But it was a very faint colour. And it came out really nice.
Was it a red? Was it a red or a green? I can't remember.
It's down at the bottom here somewhere.
Yep, Peace a great call on the red. I think so too. She's got a.
So that's the Naples Yellow. I can't remember what that was. I think that might have been the silver. Yeah, I think that's the silver. But there was a bit of brown or something in with this, wasn't there? You see that from last time? I really like that because you can hardly see it on the camera, but in real life you can see it really well. You can see it quite well. It's flaring out under the camera, but I like that. So I wanted to investigate those sort of colours, you know, a bit more. It's not something where I've been interested in before, so that would be different. Oh, yeah. I like that. That is nice. I think I'll do a bit of that now, in fact.
Where'd it go? Huh? What was that? Did you do something? Oh, it happened so fast.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
There you go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Didn't really get the print from the Polynesian there.
Okay, now.
We'll see.
All right, now let me read to you what P says. P says, don't worry about the bits on the plate, won't really matter. M says that the graphite, that was the graphite, right? Graphite, the silver graphite. You're right.
It might have been the graphite. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
See, she pays attention to what you do better than I do.
Oh, it was better than I do at all.
She said, we just got ours yesterday and it is lovely. Yes.
Really?
He says use the red iron oxide to get the lovely leftovers. Do you have any red
I was
iron?
going to use the Naples Yellow. I was going to use the Naples Yellow to get that off. Yeah?
She says use the red iron oxide to get the lovely leftovers. Your call. You're the boss.
Well, she says red iron oxide. Let's give it a go. She's the expert.
Yes, Barbara. I'm sorry. P is mom, and M is Mariah, the daughter, and they are of P and M Artist Studio.
And P is for Patricia.
Yes. And we have been paying attention and learning a lot from them. And here we are putting that knowledge to use now.
Trying to, anyway.
Trying to, anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that would be nice.
We like suggestions, though, Mariah.
Oh, yeah.
Patricia,
I've got some new points, you see, so I've got to try them out.
Yeah, we like suggestions because I'm always suggesting stuff to her because she just doesn't think of it. She can't think of everything. She tries.
That's very pale. I think I need a bit more than that.
Yeah.
That's almost nothing there. It's not going to get much reaction, am I?
She says it's looser, so get your paper down right away. Well, she's got to do a little bit more, and then we'll get that paper down, right? The paper's ready?
Yes, paper's all there.
Okay. Get that down and
that's better.
Yeah. Get it down and then suck it up with the paper. There you go. Brayer. Yeah, use that neat old brayer.
Come on, old Red.
Yeah.
Baron, not Brayer.
Oh, well, you're right.
This is Brayer.
Yes,
this is Baron.
Yes, Master. I got stuck on stupid for a moment. I'm dead.
Caught it off me then. Right.
Okay.
Oh, Mappy. Look. Mappy. Oh, I'm loving that.
It's a paint, Craig, to answer your question. It's not ink. It's paint.
It's a golden heavy, no, it's a golden high flow, fluid acrylic, golden fluid acrylic. Transparent red iron oxide over the top of a heavy body Naples Red Medium.
Okay, hold it up. Mariah says, "Oh, happy mappy." Barbara,
yeah, I like the mappy. The mappiness is this bit that I'm referring to. It means that it's sort of jagged-edged, worn look, like you might get on a very old map or an ancient wall. I know that Robin McClendon calls it ancient wall, which is quite a good word for it as well. So we'll do another one the other side.
So Mariah says it's wonderful paint. She says it's wonderful paint. It's just tricky directly to the plate. Yeah, you gotta brayer it on and then get that paper down fast. And Pete says, I think that red oxide is one of her favorite colors. Good to know, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to try the Naples Yellow this time. I wanted to try before.
Okay.
Oh, there.
So
I'm going to use, I'm going to use the impression plate on that.
Okay.
I don't know which one, whichever one happens to be handy. Was it the case of grab one quickly? So we'll do the Polynesian. Oh, and that one. So we'll do a bit of that one. use the Baron on this as well, would that give a nice even result, or would it not be heavy enough? Just a thought. So I've used that one.
From my point of view, I would think you would want to feel where you were pressing down, and maybe you couldn't do that as well with the Baron. I don't know.
True, yeah, that's what I wondered, yeah. Those two.
Hi, Carol. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Carol from the Magical Touch Studio is here.
Oh, hello. Nice
Hello,
to see
Carol.
you. So again, that's the Naples Red, the heavy body again. Yeah. I quite like that heavy body. It feels okay. I thought it was going to be too stiff to use. You know, you'd have to add something to it, but it's working out all right.
Here's a
it depends on the color.
Here's a tip from Patricia. We got to write these things down. She says you can mix a bit of the heavy body paints with the soupier high flow oxides. Oh, nice.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, I like that though. Look at that. Actually, I'm looking back at the previous print. Look at that nice bit there. Isn't that lovely? Sort of dotty. And that's the new one.
All good.
So I'm going to put the Naples Yellow over that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go and pull the lead out of the heater over there so it's not getting too dry in here.
And Craig doesn't even know what you're doing here, but he says he likes that. And that's all right. Well, Frankie doesn't mind helping teach someone too.
Well, you can just sit and watch. You don't have to learn anything if you don't want to.
Oh yeah, I like to sit and watch.
It's quite soothing to just sort of relax with it. There we go.
Yep.
Now, new sheet required. Is that fast enough?
Patricia says she's got to go see Izzy for a bit. That's all right. Thank you for coming in.
Okay, say hi to Izzy. Yep. Hi, Izzy.
Hi, Izzy.
Does that mean we can play up now? Now the teacher's on.
I don't know. She might still be lurking.
You never know.
Oh,
right.
Mariah says you can become a cross-internet gel printer. She's a cross-the-desk printer. Printer.
I'm loving that one. That was a good decision. I like that Naples Yellow. Did you know that Golden does a really light Naples Yellow?
Thank you, Craig.
Look at that at the edges. Isn't that nice?
Oh,
you see all that crunchiness?
Mariah suggests less pressure, but she says, ooh, that is very nice. I have to agree. That's one of my favorites.
Okay. Well, if I'd done less pressure, I might have got another pull out of it. Yes.
Yeah.
There is that. So what am I going to put on this one now?
Thank you for holding it up longer for everyone.
I'm learning. I'll forget next time. But let's do something with the bronze. What do we do with the bronze? Let's do the bronze. Let's put some of that on. Oh, I've got to open the silly thing first. Here we go.
Now, on my notes, I have translucent paints, but I don't remember what that was about.
Yeah, I think that's about the high flow.
Okay. And then...
And adding to it.
Okay. Then you did good. Oh!
Because I've got still medium right there.
He says, I don't know what she means by what it? Wait. Oh, no, less pressure. That P isn't watching.
I see. That's not pressure to have P watching. It's tell me what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Did I do that right, miss?
Mariah says the bronze is great to pull with. Too cool.
I didn't hear that. Sorry, cut out.
Oh, Mariah says the bronze is great to pull with. The bronze dries quick, so have your paper ready. You need to move quick. Don't brayer off too much. There you go. Then Teresa says, too cool for school. I like that one. Is that a PM Artist Studio?
Those two. One was P's. That one.
Yep.
A wavy line square one.
Yep,
That's just one of mine.
Yep, that's the PM Artist Studio.
Paper.
Baron. Not too much pressure. Or maybe when you, I forget. I'm backwards.
That was because P had gone. Right, shall we try?
Yes, you can, Craig. It is a gel mat. It's a gel
Quite faint.
And you can find them at the craft store. Oh wow, that's a different pull. That's different. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
now
think that could be interesting a little bit more. So what happens with some of that with that on?
Fran.
Yeah.
Mariah says, I am about to cut yours, Fran. Are you okay with me making some of the lines fatter?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want fat lines, you have fat lines. What I'll probably do is on the last one, I'll leave it on and we'll all go home and find out what happens tomorrow.
You're welcome, Craig.
I'm going to go over. No, I'm not going to go over the top of that one. I'll do something else on that one. I'll grab a. I'm going to do a tissue one in a bit because I haven't done any tissue this time around. And it's amazing what it does to the tissue. It really stiffens it up and makes it into much more of a sort of page-usable thing.
Yeah, I want to see what you do with it.
One, two, three, go.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay. I think I might do that the other way around. Red down first, then bronze.
Oh, yeah. It loses some of the.
It doesn't. You can see it in reflection really, really well.
Yeah, I do. I see it.
Pull it down quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I might put some blue or something over the top of that one when it's dry. But yeah, so what do I do next? Well, I have to try this, haven't I? Quinacridone Magenta.
Oh, say that again.
Quinacridone Magenta. Honestly, I was watching an old one of mine where I was doing those pastes, and I mentioned a indantherine colour, and I was going, what did I say? I must have made myself familiar with it before going and doing the video because it rattled off. It's like, what? What did you just say, you deaf person?
You practice your words.
Well, I had to practice that one. I hadn't a clue what it was.
Yes.
Indantherine.
Mariah makes a good point. The bronze is transparent. The bronze and Prussian work really well together.
It might work well with this one.
Transparent. So that's why it laid the way it did on that.
I've gone through all of these. I'm going to have to do some new ones. So let's do those two. through. Right. Get the plates ready.
It did give a nice reflective to it. Oh, look at that color. Higher contrast. Yes.
That'll do. Right. Piece of tissue. Oh well, we've got creases, so. There we go. Quinacridone Magenta.
It says the heavy body paints will work a bit better for this technique you are doing at the moment.
Yes, they will, because that isn't very good at all. I should have left that to dry on there, obviously. It's almost not there. It's on the wrong side of the paper as well. I was in such a hurry, I put the wrong side of the paper down.
And you're always the one to remind me which side it is.
Yeah, you need to check the side. So, I'm going to put some of this on. I like the effect of this coming through. So
Yeah,
I'm going to put some of this on.
Too dry. Yeah, I agree. And like she said, she used the wrong side of that paper.
I didn't use the smooth side. I should have.
Yeah. No, I haven't had a chance to get over to Kylie's in a while. So
I saw her yesterday. Saw something she did. It was, what was it? It was a rather nice summery sort of looking, I think it was Kylie, journal that she did of these lovely bright summery colours, and she did the cover in the same colour.
Well, Mariah says that she says, did you guys watch Kylie's video? And she said she tested out the tissue and really the results were about the same. So I know I was looking at that bouquet paper, the paper that she posted one today. I will get over there tonight and watch.
I've not seen that.
Yep.
The journal I was looking at was from a while back.
Patricia had used some tissue paper, I forget when, but it was from what was wrapped around a bouquet. And I went and did some searching.
Oh.
It is waterproof. So I was really interested in how Patricia made that work. Oh, wow.
And I do like the creases in the paper as well. That's rather nice. That's like sort of Neapolitan ice cream.
Very nice.
Oh, I love that.
Greg
That's come up
says
lovely.
wow, and Mariah says very nice. Yes, the flower bouquet paper, yeah. And then I was looking for the wedding tissue paper because we had a long conversation in your chat about that, and I was really interested in getting some. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, everyone. I know that Mad Frankie appreciates all the kudos.
I got some kudos. Oh, goody.
Oh, you got kudos.
That's sweet. I'm always afraid of putting this on the jelly plate too firmly because I might cut it. I'm the cack-handed sort of person. Who would?
I don't know where those beeps are coming from. They're not me.
It's probably me.
Yeah, it's okay. If they're not annoying or anything, I just want to make sure I wasn't getting dinged for saying a bad word or something.
No, it's me having messages. I'm like, oh gosh. Go on the floor. It's safer.
So she did one. She posted one today, and she says, Mariah says, yes, I think that is one of the reasons Kylie wanted to do that video about which side of the tissue to use. Yeah, I definitely will go watch that one.
Yeah. Well, what's it called?
Kylie Coos. Well, it's one she posted today, so you can look for the date.
Okay.
Thank you, Barb, for showing up. Get yourself some food, girl.
Oh, you off for food? Lucky you. Bye.
We've all had cooties, Craig, at one time.
Oh, let me do a bit of this. Let me do a bit of that one.
Oh, that's another. I can't help it. They're all my favorite stencils. What can I say?
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, and that one too. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And I'm going to do a bit of this as well.
Your pill pack. And then up at top, you can take your side of the paper over there and put that up. You usually put that one on there. Oh, not there. Not there. Never mind. Never mind.
What?
You know, over there to your right, you've got a piece. Yeah, that. You always put that on your. There you go.
Well, not always. I keep looking for the bit that cut out, but I think I've used them all.
Mariah, I did. I got it yesterday. Ask Fran how excited and happy I was. Just ask her how I showed it off and I was ready. I got.
Oh, she was nuts. She was nuts.
I was nuts yesterday. Fran and I got in a chat room and I was just showing off and she was just laughing. I love my goodies. I can't thank you enough for your generosity and your support. Just thank you so much. Now get your tissue down. Rub those openings. Get your fingers in there gently and get them openings taken care of. Yes? No? That's what Mariah said, not me.
I can feel the openings. Right. Well, let's just go with it.
I'm not going to tell her you said that, Mariah, because I don't spoil the surprise. Ha ha ha. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's
not bad, is it? Now I'm going to put something with that, see what happens. But I'm also going to take some more off there, I think.
The feeling's mutual.
In the bath. In the bath.
There you go, in the bath. That's the nice thing about their stencils is you can throw them right in the water and wash them, and they stay beautiful. They're just.
I'm going to get the little one out and just put it on there.
They hold up well. And Mariah says, now let that plate dry. Let it dry. The more layers, the better, right? That's what Janet says. Well, I think so, Janet, but sometimes I get mud. I still like it. Or you can let that paint build up. But she says, let it dry.
So what do we do now?
I don't know. Do you know any good stories? Hey, do a replay on your
on the battery
while you wait for that to dry.
Okay, I'll do a replay on the ancient battery. Ancient battery, where do I put you in a hurry?
I love those.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not everyone was here at the beginning, so.
True. We'll do the ancient battery again. I once made an ancient battery, and the way I made it was I got a packet of bottles from Tim Holtz, not in this design, this is somebody else's. And I liked the packaging, so I thought I'll put some stuff in there, and I happen to have some. I think it was caulking or something like that was supposed to be for sealing, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, you can use caulking for things. You can make molds out of caulking." So I did. Unfortunately, what nobody mentioned was that you should put some sort of release agent in there, like Armor All or even just water. And I didn't. And it took me about 4 years to pluck up courage to get the flipping thing out of there. I was sort of easing it up, and in the end, I managed to get it out. But before I did so, I went onto the back of because I couldn't get the thing out there. Before I destroyed it, I went on the back and made a silicone mold of it, right? So I'd at least got a copy of the outside, which is very good.
Batteries, Craig, not real batteries.
No,
These are
no. Bottles.
They're pretend. Yeah.
So when that came out, I then yesterday put some air dry clay in this one, and that's what I got out. And that's what I had before of the caulking. So what I did with this was I just I coloured it with black gesso, as you can see, and then I put various colours and textures on. Some of the textures I used, I know, were Seth Apter's embossing powders.
Yep.
Because there's some crunchy rust and verdigris and lovely things in there.
Yes.
And I used other stuff as well, probably some texture paste and things. So that was quite a good fun. And then I added the bits of wire to say, oh, look, ancient battery. So I thought I'd do another one to show it.
Can we have a close-up of the finished one and the front and back? Oh, there you go.
The front.
I love it.
Back, it's just clay, the other one. So you can see that I then poked the bit of wire through, quite thick wire, and I then allowed some of the verdigris. In fact, I put a bit of verdigris fluid on there and let some of it run over there as well. And it worked out quite well. As it dried, it would be this sort of dryish look, as if it's come out the sea and then dried up, you know. Yes, I thought that was really rather good.
And Mariah says that she thinks you posted this in Seth's group, and that is how she found you.
Yeah, that's where I posted it, I think. Yeah. So, are we ready with this yet? I mean, I'm on tenterhooks here.
Yes, it is. It's a truly wonderful Mad Frankie creation. I mean, I'm telling you, she's full of it. I mean, full of mad creation.
What?
She's got lots in there. We just got to squeeze them out of there. No, it doesn't light up, Craig. No, it doesn't. Don't give her any ideas, because she'll make it light up.
I'll try. So what am I going to put on this one? It's probably quite dry by now.
Okay. What does Mariah suggest? Let's see what Mariah suggests here, and
it's not coming up on that finger. It came up on that before. That's dry.
So give it another second, and we'll wait for an opinion from Mariah. She says now you could do the bronze or copper, and I think if to go along with that, she'll say lay it down and brayer fast and have your paper ready.
It's down there. It's ready.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be so good. Or if you want a more purple, you go magenta next time. Or mix it up.
Got a bit in there as well, couldn't I? Just sit and let that dry. We can talk about the state of the world for a bit.
No, I don't want to talk about the state of the world. My backyard, though, we can talk about. It's full of snow, and the birds are hungry, and the squirrels are running around looking for their nuts and food. And
it dries fast, so it won't be very long.
Right.
I can add a little bit of this then.
She says, mix in a little magenta, mix it in now, and then get your paper now. Now go get your paper.
Magenta. Oh, I was going to put in the Naples Red Medium.
Nope, she's saying paper. Patricia came back. She says, put the paper down.
In a minute.
She's a rebel, I'm telling you. She's just a rebel, I'm telling you.
I like this red. It's really nice, actually.
I don't know that you're going to see the red. But
Probably not.
okay,
Probably not.
here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Da, 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 da. Paper. Yes, paper. There we go. Look at that. Well, it's wet. We have about, I'm going to say we have about 8 inches or so of snow. And I don't put that in concrete because I'm bad at math. But it's quite a bit of snow. Yeah, I thought so too. When she put it down, I could see it was wet. So that is a good sign. Should she wait? I don't know. She's going to
Yeah.
like Patricia.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
All right. This is just Frankie's getting emotional.
You ready?
Are you going to share?
Worked rather well. I mean, because the bronze is see-throughy, you get a bit of the red showing through just here and there. Isn't that nice? I love that. That's good. That's good. I like that.
Mariah says, well done. And wow, you're getting kudos
Might
again.
Might get another pull of that. Now, what else have we got? We've got this one. We haven't done this one yet. Ultramarine Violet.
Patricia,
There was another violet I was looking at, but I couldn't afford both, so just had one.
Patricia says, amazing. And Teresa says, purdy, Frankie. Purdy.
Thank you. And I disobeyed Patricia as well. It's terrible, isn't it?
Well, now, wait a second. Doesn't Patricia always say, do your thing your way? Because they love to see where it's going to go. So, it's okay. I don't think you should have to corner.
I'd like to pull a bit of that on it, but I think it'd be a bit too fierce. So I'd like to pull something more like the this one. This is a transparent red iron oxide. I might do a bit of that.
Yep. Oh, look at you. Oh, my. There's that swirl. Oh, look at you.
I learned that from Patricia.
Yes, Teresa, she does get excited. She makes it fun, I tell you. Oh, this is new. She's been wanting to put this down, so let's see what it does. This is a stretchy paper packing that she's been wanting to. I would put a piece of paper over that and then rub like heck just to get the imprint. Excuse my language.
Got one. Got one. Right, let's see what happens with that. Should I let that dry and put something on top, or just take it? I think I'll put some of that on.
I don't know. They don't talk fast enough.
Anyway, I'm putting some of this on.
There's too much of a delay to wait for an answer.
Made a decision in the absence of authority.
Yeah, I'm a bad girl, Patricia. I know I am. I don't know why Frankie puts up with me.
Why? What'd you do? What a miss.
Well, I said a bad word.
Oh, dear. I missed that. That's not fair. Say it again.
No. I caught myself and no, that's okay. Well, I forget we're live. We usually sit here by ourselves at night and play and
in the room.
I'm a bad girl. Okay, there you go. I see wet, so let's see what you get.
Sometimes I've found that the tissue paper ones come out really well, much better than you expected, you know. Now this is not coming up because that's where the dry bits are.
Yeah.
You know, the messy bits that are sort of 60 layers deep by now.
The thing with the tissue paper is you can actually see that occurring where you can't with regular paper. The
Evil chuckle.
Humidity there. It's very cold.
No, it's cold, but there's not much humidity, I don't think.
Right.
Mind you, I've not checked that. So that is lovely. Isn't that nice? That's got that sort of, that gives a nice shine. That may be because it's wet, but isn't that lovely?
That's lovely. I think this is one that Patricia would save and come back and do more to, like maybe, or Mariah would like ink.
It's something that I'd be inclined to do stamping over the top of.
I was going to say
and use like that.
Or stenciling or maybe
some stenciling, yeah.
Interesting.
I might go over the top of that blue, I'm not sure. Now what should we do next? Let's do some of the graphite, because she said it looked like graphite at one point. Do graphite and take some, we've got some more of the stencils here. No, we don't want that one, that's a Tim Holtz. He threw me out, so I'm not using that.
Yeah, I like that graphite too. Yes, and the Iron Oxide.
Well, I only used it once, so I liked the effects. I wanted to try it again and see if it was just an accident or whether it really is rather nice.
Now I have to go look up the word luminous because Patricia says the Iron Oxide is luminous.
It is, isn't it? It does look. It sort of shines with an inner light. That's luminous.
Okay, thank you. No, you're fine, Craig. I'll let you know, or I'll delete if I think anything is out of turn. Thank you for asking.
Oh, could do with a bigger one of these, you know, and a bigger one of those. A bigger one of these. Are you listening, Mariah? Could do with a bigger one of these.
Oh,
you know.
It's just because I was bragging on my big one yesterday. That's all. I held it up in front of the camera, and she's going, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's like, no, that one's mine. I like mine. No, I like that one too. I can't help it. They're all good. Even I got the other half. Woo-hoo-hoo, I got the other half.
Now I'm going to rub through that on where the blue is. There we are. Because I want the blue to have a bit more going on.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, get in those little holes where you can feel it. Yeah. I like the tissue paper.
If you feel it so much in this little one, it probably won't work so well because it's such a fine one, that one.
Yeah, it might just leave a mark, though. You never know.
Just a little bit. Right, let's see what we've got with that.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad. It did get a bit of a mark on it. Look, did get some.
Oh, nice.
Grocery on there. It's quite delicate, that, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't get much of that one. That one. Maybe I should lift this up and see if I can get any more. I'll pop that in the bath. See if I could get a bit more of that. I don't care if it's off kilter.
Yeah. Mark making.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Way.
That's better. I got a bit more of it there.
There you go. Not
a huge amount, but I got that little extra bit there. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, I see
I
it.
like that. I like that better. Yep. So now then, in the bath. In the bath. In the bath.
Okay. Now what?
Before we ruin everything. See, it's the great thing about the texture plates is you don't have to bung them in the bath.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do on the top of that, I like that that pale Naples yellow. I'm going to be using up a lot of this. I can see that. I'm going to have to get a bigger one.
Over the graphite.
Yeah. I like it as the bit that shows through, you see.
Yeah.
Now, I can't mix this one in because I want the pattern.
Okay, got your paper ready?
Yeah. I've got paper all over the place. Don't you worry.
Oh, who cares about the brayer? Let it build up. Paper this time, not tissue. Okay.
Paper. Well, that's the one that was down there with a gap in it. Used up all the gap on the tissue.
Yeah.
Have to get a fresh bit of tissue out. What a shame. I've got bits of tissue up there, actually.
Where?
Over there. Monkey.
Okay.
Oh, Mappy Delights.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Das ist nice.
Wow. I like that.
I love the delicacy of that. It came out through it after all. Isn't that nice? Lovely. I want to do something more on that red one. I mean, it's showing through when you tilt it, but it's looking a bit pink.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do something on that. Add a bit of something.
Wow.
I've got the Indian Yellow Hue, and I managed to get a small bottle of the transparent yellow Iron Oxide. I didn't have enough for a big one, so I'll put that on first, and then a colour. Let it dry and put a colour on top. Yeah.
You gonna do stencils?
Yeah.
Yeah. Patricia says I need to get some of that Naples yellow. Yeah. Fran uses that. Yep.
Well, I haven't used it yet. Oh, the Naples Yellow, that one, yes. Yes, that's the Amsterdam. Yes. Sorry, it's the Indian Yellow Hue I haven't used yet. Right. Beastly thing's got a skin on it.
They could be used, Craig, in answer to your question, they could be used torn in collages, added to journal pages, or...
You can make journal pages out of them. You don't have to cut them up and put them on, but you can.
Exactly. They can, whatever you want to do with them.
You can cover a head with them. People have done this. Haven't they, Mariah?
Fran is going to collage her heads. Yes, she is. She showed me her new head today, and it's like, well, that's different. Her head is tilted instead of straight up.
Oh, that's the one I haven't opened yet. Sausages.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing.
Trying to get a bit more on there.
Yeah.
That's better. I'm going to need a bigger one of those. I can see it now.
Well, and that's the thing about today is you're learning which one you really, really like. Like a bigger tube of the Naples Yellow, and
yeah. I could get that in Amsterdam though. I really like the Amsterdam one.
Who has questions? Did I miss questions? I'm sorry. Who has questions? Oh, Fran has questions. Yes. Fran always has good questions. She's very specific about, because I can hear her yelling, stop, stop, stop. I want to know this. What did you do right there? She has good questions. Yes, the girl with the tilted head foam head. Yep. She showed it to me earlier. Rub in them little bits. Mariah, did you read your mother's post? Her message there. Take notes, girl.
Yeah, then you can tell me later what I was doing wrong.
Well, Patricia says, she says, Mariah, I need Indian yellow and Naples.
And I wonder why. In the bath. In the bath. Now.
We're working on it, Mariah. We're working on it.
That was the Indian yellow thingy. So I want something not too bright. Don't want that. I think the transparent red oxide is a bit too... What about the red? Red, red, red. I'm glad I got the Naples Red. I'm seeming to use it more than I thought I would.
I need to, I know what I need to do, and I don't know why I didn't do it sooner.
And what is that?
Excuse me for a moment, Fran. I'm not leaving you. I've just got to do a little,
Okay.
I've got to do a little encouragement here for our girls.
Quite liking the brayer off sheet at the moment. I'm going to take the two out because we're running out.
Ta-da! 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 Okay.
There we go. And I want to do that one. I like that one. So there's some more tissue. There's that one.
Right.
That's not too bad. Quite a mappy bits there.
That's quite bright red too, isn't it?
Yeah. And you can see bits of the colour through. Not a great deal. I'll have to put something else on top of that one as well. I like the mappiness though. Or ancient wall effect. You can see some of that, some of this showing through over here. It's the lumpy rocks, isn't it? I think that's lumpy rocks. Now then.
Oh, were you going to use your mat to do an impression today?
Huh?
Speaking of rocks, you know,
Huh?
the mat, the kitchen mat or sink drainer.
Oh yes, that's very true. Yes.
You were
Yes,
going to
good
do
point.
that. I know you wanted to do it.
Yeah, yep, you're quite right. Yes, I'd forgotten all about that. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Yes.
There you go. You're welcome. Girls.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I got this the other day. It's a sink drainer, but it's in the form of pebbles.
Yes. We pay it back, pay it forward, right?
So I'm going to suck up some of that through the holes. Don't get much with that. Yes, it also avoids me getting quite so much on my hands. Although I'm afraid it's a bit late.
If it were me, I would take that mat and I would be cutting out some of those rocks to make some negative space, because that's me. And I would.
Yeah, I did get 2 mats, you see, so I can do that.
Just a thought, you know, to give more.
No, nothing comes through.
Right? To give more open space to it instead of just an imprint. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that pretty? I love it.
Let me just dump this in the bath. Now then. Oh, you still there?
I'm still here.
Good. You stopped suddenly. I thought, hello, she's gone.
Oh no. I was reading. I'm thinking.
Don't wear yourself out.
Yeah. Well, it just seemed to me it would give it a little more empty space to, if you cut some of those little pebbles out. You don't even have to cut a whole pebble out, or rock, or whatever it's called. Just bits and pieces. Maybe if you have a hole punch or something that would go through it, just to add a little more design to it.
Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, and I still got some down there, look. Oh. Isn't that lovely?
Wow.
I like it. Look, the ones with the textures on, I mean, to die for. You can't really tell which one's got textures and which ones haven't, because it's all got some kind of sticky pulley texture. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to do some more of them.
Never mind, she's gone. I'm not gonna. No, that's all right. Get on with it. It is, right?
Let's use the bronze again.
Wrap around it. Exactly. Just get outside of the box and imaginate. Go lighter with the paint.
Well, that's definitely lighter, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought so too. In my mind, it was a lot of paint to go on tissue paper. But it really did pull a nice print.
I find that when you think you've got a fair bit, the tissue does seem to work really quite well.
Honeycomb, won't you be my baby? Oh, honeycomb, be my own. With a hank of hair and a piece of bone and a walking, talking honeycomb. I'm done. No applause.
Just another one. One on me.
That looks more like fish scales or something than honeycombs. Hi, Janice. Nice to see you. Thank you for showing me.
It's rather like knitting, isn't it?
Yeah, she said she had 2 mats, Janice. So one she can leave as is if she wants, and the other we can destroy. Yes.
That's how I go. That's how I go.
Yeah, that's how I go. Igor is cranky. Yes, it is, Janice. It is an oldie. It goes back to Honeycomb. Who did Honeycomb? Oh my gosh, that's so long ago.
Oh, it does. It looks like netting.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, just hold it up long enough for us to see then when you do. Okay. Oh.
And I got to, you know where the creases were on the blue? That's coming through there as well.
And I hate to say the word because I have a phobia and I'm getting the heebie-jeebies right now looking at that. But does anyone have, you know what that looks like?
Chicken mesh?
Jimmy Rogers, exactly. The year I was born.
Looks like Jimmy Rogers.
Bobby Bear sang other songs, but it wasn't him. It looks like snakeskin.
Snakeskin. I'm not so sure. I don't really want to talk about snakes.
Neither do I. Let's move on.
I think it's either chicken mesh or well, it could be honeycomb. Like I say, it's not quite hexagonal enough, is it?
Honeycomb. It's chicken
What's
mesh.
that? No.
It's beautiful chicken mesh. Yeah, let's stick with that.
Or
That's
netting. Or netting.
yeah.
Right. So what else can we do with that? Still something on there. Let's go a bit more adventurous and do some of the copper. Is it that one? Copper! Yes! This is the Amsterdam copper, so I'm testing it against the iridescent
one. I'm not going to allow that.
What? Not going to allow what? How can you stop me?
Well, I don't want to encourage that. We'll come back to it, but I don't want to encourage that.
What?
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Copper, copper, copper. Thank you, Craig. Apology accepted.
We're getting to the end of the current letter set of thingies.
Ooh. Patricia says copper, stamp, pull with Prussian. Oh, Prussian. Oh, we like Prussian. And my favorite is coming up. And there's my favorite. I don't know why that's my favorite. Wonky net. Ooh, wonky net is good. That's the one above, wonky net. And then waves. Yep. And I don't remember my favorite. I don't remember the name of. I wish I did, but I don't. I just know it's my favorite. And then
Well, this one.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what the name of that one is either.
And then that one is cups, I think. Am I right?
That's cups, yeah.
Yes. And then that one I don't remember. Big lattice. And then
I'm going to take some of that onto the red, which was a bit lost. Although it's copper I'm doing onto the red, so that was a silly idea, wasn't it? Oh well. Never mind, done it now.
Yep, Mariah said that. Yep, that one. She says we have it in 5x7 since we both loved it so much. Those are squares from Tic Tac Toe. That's right. Thank you, Mariah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Not a lot on that, but there's a bit. That's quite nice, actually. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It makes it a little bit more interesting. I like that.
Okay.
In the bath.
Nice, Mariah.
In case anybody's wondering, in the bath just means I'm throwing these stencils directly into a tray full of water so that they don't smeg up. Although I seem to have missed that one.
It is subtle because it is transparent and over the red. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I like when the tissue paper just sucks up to the plate.
I like it when I get creases in as well. I think that gives it a little bit of extra texture.
Yeah.
What can I do to get this off apart from sellotape?
Okay. Well, when I notice when you brayer, you really don't hit that area too much. So.
Oh, I do. I've been trying to.
Okay.
It's just that it doesn't seem to stick to it.
I like that color. Mariah has a tip.
Yeah.
And I agree, Mariah. So And I think I may have said that to her. Because you're keeping the stencils clean, but you really only have to clean the stencils if you are using texture paste. And yeah, you can let the paint build up on the stencil. It won't hurt it. It's
Well, that's good because one has already.
Yeah, Yupo is it's stable. The edges will release if you get some paint out there. Right. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I have trouble with that every now and then, so I just do a little more heavier paint in that area. And Patricia, good idea. Last pull of the day, use a heavy body and leave it on overnight. Does that make sense?
Naples Yellow Red. Let's try a bit of Naples Yellow Red. I've not used this one. You can tell because I can't get it open.
Did you hear what I said that P said?
Yeah. Use a heavy body and leave it. Use it as the last one of the day and leave it. How long for? Overnight?
Right. Overnight. That's what she said. Oh, I like that color.
I don't. Not much.
I know.
But I wanted a light color I hadn't used before.
Right.
So, there we go.
Leave it overnight with the paper on it.
Yes. I did realize that, yeah.
See, that part I would have not remembered. Thank you.
I've done that a few times, that putting the color on and leaving it overnight. But I'm doing it all rather fast here, aren't I?
Well,
pulling it off immediately.
Yeah, and the other tip is when you're all done, or even now, if you've got any packing tape, go ahead and pull it up. Go ahead and pull
I'd just rather do the overnight thing and see what I get.
Yeah, you've got some groovy, cool impressioning there.
There should have been another one on the other side of whatever this was that it was packing for. But I didn't realise how good it was, and I threw one away, didn't I? I thought, I'll try that. Should have kept both of them. Sorry, jolting the camera.
You knocked me off my chair.
Sorry. Oh, lovely.
Ooh, interesting.
What I'm going to use on top of that? I don't want to pull it like that. I want to fill in the gaps. How about a nice dark blue?
Prussian blue.
What about Prussian? Let's leave it a bit. I mean, it's a bit dry. I don't want to smudge it. I'll leave it a bit.
Yep.
So what should we talk about?
Well, I'm going to read. Let me read a little bit of chat. You had that piece of cardboard that you just put down as an impression, right?
Yeah.
And oh, they're going fast again. Here we go. Where was I? P keeps these things too. And then Mariah said, P, what is your saying? And P hasn't answered yet, but I'm pretty sure it's like, we need to save that.
Yeah. So question for P or Mariah or anybody. Well, how can I preserve the majority of this and get color on it? I would need to use a translucent, wouldn't I? How about a high flow? What about a high flow? Would a high flow do anything?
Let me read some more. Teresa says the bottom of an egg carton is good as well, and hot pads. Yeah. And Janice says hit the local telephone store and ask for their trash. Oh,
good point. Yeah. Yeah.
Good one, Janice. And Patricia says, yes, overnight, leave it overnight to get those nice bits on the edge. And if there's any left after that, then you can use the tape. Mariah says, use the yellow. Patricia says, you can always throw it away, but only if you keep it first. Oh, that's her saying. Yeah. Always throw it away. Right.
Only if you keep it first. Yeah, very good.
There's Pete saying yes. Okay.
So some of this black ink has got copper on it, and I want to keep that, but I want to give it some color. I mean, how am I going to give it color without getting rid of all that? A translucent?
Okay.
What about a high flow? That's what I'm asking.
Teachers say. Let's see what the teachers say Fran needs a color or an idea of what to put over this to preserve it as is, but still add some color. Mariah says yellow iron oxide. Let's see. Does Patricia have a suggestion? Interesting. Mariah.
Just brayer some onto it, bit off a plate.
Well, Mariah says yellow iron oxide fluid, and Patricia says Prussian. And I don't know if you guys realize that she's not talking about, in addition to what's on her plate right now, she's talking about
later
when she deals with this piece of paper. So
yeah, because I'm going to put glue on there and put it on the tissue.
Right. She's going to, for what's on the plate right now, she's going to use the Prussian blue and then pull with tissue. But she wanted a suggestion of what she can put on that mark made. Yes. What she can put on that piece of paper there. Right. She's talking the marked piece. Right.
Yeah.
She wants to add like a translucent color to it without disturbing the ink that's already on there.
And I know someone said that the flows can be translucent, but does that mean you've got to add a matte medium to it to make it more translucent? Nearly there.
Yeah, transparent with the drawing. Yeah. Yeah. No. Whatever you just said, Mariah says no. Okay.
Not the high flow, not the high flow then. That's what I said.
Oh my goodness. I just had a thought. What kind of a check would we have to write to get Patricia and Mariah in a stream with us? A direct
quite a big one.
A big one, right? Okay, here's what Mariah says. You will get yellow iron oxide down, okay? And then brayer it thin and then get that marked piece down.
Right. So it's really only the one color choice. And it's got to be one of the two golden fluid acrylics, because there's only two that are transparent. This and the red. So it's only those two. So that's the only choice, is it?
Mariah says yes.
Good. Okay.
And I hope it's an answer.
I think the red I would prefer. I think I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, I've got more of the red.
Well, and Mariah says you can mix them if you want an ombre color. And did I say that right? Ombre color. You know.
Ombre, yes, with an O. Ombre.
Yes.
Yep.
So you can mix them. Yes, mix them. That will be lovely. I love that word. I like words. Yes. Or watercolor over it. Janice suggested or watercolor. Well, yeah, or inks. The watercolor might move what's already on there, though, Janice. That was the concern. Not to
lose. Didn't really want to get water on it.
Right.
Wanted something as thin and quick as possible, something almost dry, which is why I think the transparent that Mariah said is a good call.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if we can get this on in one go.
Right, Janice, yeah. That's a good idea. I mean, even inks or something, if we didn't want to lose the mark making that's already on there. Yeah, for some reason you're not even, I saw you brayer over there and you're not even getting the color to stick to it. So
yeah. Well, that's why I think that idea of the heavy body might be a good idea, and leave it overnight.
Yeah.
Or maybe the iridescent medium, because that seemed to work quite well leaving it overnight. I've used that as a top layer and as a base layer. It
Yep.
seems to work quite well each time.
Okay, just to let you know, because you said you are now 1 hour 35 minutes in.
Okay.
I'm just time's fun when you're having flies.
Ew. But this is streaky. I like that. Oh, that's fun.
This is interesting.
Oh,
Ooh.
look at that. How did that happen? Got a little bit of that off there, look. Just I like that.
Ooh,
That is interesting.
Hold it up a little bit more. Oh, I love that. Wow.
That's fun. That's a bit streaky. Look, those streaky bits.
Yeah, the contrast with the
how that happened. That's amazing.
That
I
is.
like it. Oh, that's fun. And we've still got loads left down there. So I can do another one. So what are we going to do with the next one? Mariah
says that is due to the metallic drying faster in places.
Well, I'm going to use some of this red iron oxide just because we were talking about it and it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Patricia says, now don't let this go to your head. Patricia says, Fran, you are amazing. And I agree.
It's all right. I don't really believe it. It's not going to go to my head.
I don't care if you believe it or not. Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it isn't true. You amaze me all the time. You're crazy.
Yep. Mad Frankie.
Now get that paper down. Mariah says, now get that paper down. Yes, get that paper down.
It's right here. It's coming. I can only move so fast. It's looking really interesting. I might want to leave this one a bit.
Oh, just look at the color that's coming through the tissue paper that you can see.
Yeah, in sort of patches. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost
like
like
over the blue a bit there, but there we are. Never mind.
Turn the plate over so we can get a sneak preview of what's coming. P does that now and then.
Let's see if I can.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the paper. Don't tear the paper. Oh my.
Streaky bits. It's pulled off there. I think we're going to have to pull it off. I think that's not a maneuver I really like much.
Yeah, don't like that. Not with a big plate. Patricia
yeah,
says,
but the small one, oh, look. Yes, I like. Are we getting lots of mappy, damaged walls, Venetian walls with the water attacking it? Lovely. Yep.
Patricia says, always need a bit more of the fluid acrylics.
Yeah.
Look at, she says, oh my, and lots of exclamation marks. Ooh, it is.
Yeah, I love that.
Isn't that yummy? That's
gorgeous. I like that. And it doesn't really seem to matter that it's gone over the other piece either. It's lovely.
I
like that. We're going to do some more. Let's have a go with the yellow now. See if that'll pick up much more. I'll tell you what. That's translucent as well, partially. So let's try the Indian Yellow Hue. I haven't tried that yet.
Okay.
Got to try them all, you know. Can't leave one out.
Well, and we want Patricia and Mariah to see what they're going to be buying, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Yep, you're amazing.
I don't think that's the skin. I think that's just a bubble. If that was the skin, it wouldn't have gone a funny colour. Yes, it's just the skin. Not a skin, just a...
I kind of like that. It's like an orangish, a brownish orangish. burnt orange.
One of those, yeah.
Like a burnt orange. Although,
Right.
and now I come to mind with raw umber. Is it raw or is it cooked?
I didn't get the raw umber. I just ran out of money with it.
No, you missed
I've got to
it.
wait till Friday at least until they give me the money back before I can think about anything else. I'm kind of panicking a bit, saying, I'm going to give you the money. Yeah, okay, hurry up.
I was remembering Mariah's joke about raw umber.
Yeah, and the gravy.
Oh, that's the sleeve in the gravy, which, by the way, I did get my sleeve in my gel plate today. And oh, lovely hair. We love your hair.
I'm
Hi.
sorry, I'm trying to position it.
Welcome.
Sorry.
Anne Lover is here.
Hi, Anne.
I love it too, Mariah. Never look at raw umber the same. Raw umber or burnt umber.
Yeah. Well, I've got it in oils and I've got it in acrylics in Winsor & Newton. Is Winsor & Newton any good for these sort of things, do you think? I mean, I know Dalarani is a bit iffy, but what about Winsor & Newton, the professional grade?
You asking me?
Well, I'm asking Mariah or Patricia or anybody that's used them.
Yeah, I have no experience with them, but she's laughing. Mariah says she can hear Patricia laughing upstairs. Leave them laughing, right? Mariah says we know nothing about Winsor Newton. Right, neither do I.
Well, I'm going to have to do some experiments, aren't I? Wow. That is nice. I like how it sort of bubbled up and created the little sort of gaps there. Like that.
Bring it a little closer. Look at that. Oh, that is nice. That's interesting.
Isn't that lovely? I mean, that's with it separating from the plate a little bit. But people seem to hate that, but I love it. It's such another texture, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Beautiful.
Carrie Gibson Art would be the one to ask about the Winsor Newton. Yep.
Really? Oh, righto. Oh, righto. Good. I will. Watch it, Carrie. I'm coming. Now then, I want to do something to lift this up and then end the stream on that and leave it overnight.
Okay.
What shall we do?
That is such.
Are we going to create something? Some sort of pattern.
Joke. It's do you want raw umber? Or do you want burnt umber? What? There's no just regular umber? What? No, I like
no.
I like it.
Come on, folks. Let's have a consensus here. I want to know. I want to make a pattern on here, and then take the bits off and whatever I'm going to use, and then put a top color on that is it's going to be this one, the Naples Red, because it's the only heavy body I've got to help put this up overnight if we're lucky.
Okay.
So what am I going to do for the first layer that's going to be the top when it comes off?
Okay. Well, for the moment, I agree with Mariah. Use the membrane, which you will. What color should be the first top layer? It's not. I don't want to do metallics. How about? I don't know. I used the gold. That's what I was going to say, Patricia. I really did like that magenta. I really did like it.
That one? The Quinacridone Magenta.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
We'll put that down first. Okay.
Yeah.
Lift.
Yeah, get it down quick, Mariah says. Yeah, I did like that one. Get it down quick. Get your stencil down. Okay, so the next vote would be what color to put over it for the background.
Now the top layer has got to be this one because it's the heavy body and it's the one we're going to leave to put it up overnight.
So Mariah says put the magenta down thin and then put your stencil down. So you don't need a lot. So put your stencil down and do that pull. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a color. Wow. You might have to brayer some of that off. I don't know how heavy it is for you from here. And you can actually put that stencil down and brayer over the stencil to help.
Well, now I'm going to lift it with something else.
Okay. Well, you don't have to fill the whole page, do you? And then,
I don't know.
so then Mariah says after that, then go with the Indian, which I really like. Might be really
Mhm.
popping out with that magenta. But she said go with the Indian or the Iron Oxide.
Iron Oxide, I think. The red Iron Oxide or the yellow Iron Oxide. You're talking about the Indian Yellow Hue, yeah? That
I
was quite good. I quite liked that.
yes. Quick pull, then put the heavy body red. Do a rub.
Should I put tissue or paper on for overnight?
She's saying, I don't know. I'm getting lost in what the suggestions are for tissue now or paper. Okay, paper. We went with paper.
I'm using paper now, but what am I going to use
I'm thinking
overnight?
the best thing overnight would be paper, but I could be wrong. It might not matter. Paper overnight. Capital letters. Paper overnight. She's yelling at us. Paper overnight.
Okay, I've got paper. Paper is ready.
I know. It's okay. I don't worry about being yelled at to either. Yeah, it's no big deal. Patricia says on the last pull, use a light, heavy body so you can see all the leftover bits. Right. The capital letters in this contact are not a problem. Don't worry about it.
What's not a problem?
I don't. Yeah. It's not just you, Mariah. Some people's eyes do not do well with those capital letters. I agree. I don't think you're being sensitive. I think it's
I wait now, yeah. Let it dry. And then put the Naples Red Medium on it, yes? Or do you say put the Indian Yellow Hue on first, let that dry, and then put the red on, yeah?
I think Mariah said then go with the Indian or the Iron Oxide, do a quick pull, and then put the heavy body red on. And she said it should dry pretty quick.
A light one of that then, okay. The light one.
Lower down now. Yep, I like that. Wow. Wow. It's like bohemian look, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that. I'm a hippie girl. I'm from the 70s. Nehru jackets and bell bottoms and
this is a light pull, yes, not a heavy pull.
right.
So light and gentle, just to get the top surface off.
Quick
Yeah.
pull and then put the heavy body red down. So quick pull. So you just no big deal.
Oh, I love that. Look at that. Whoa. We'll look at that in a minute. Red down.
Okay, and then get that red down. This is use a light heavy body. So use a light heavy body so you can see all the leftover bits. Is that a light heavy body?
I've only got one heavy body. It's Naples Red Medium or nothing.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. Tissue now.
That's all.
Hoping first.
I can see shapes underneath. I can see shapes. We're going to get something.
And you know what else? I'm reading. I have to apologize. I'm reading through StreamYard and everyone's talking through YouTube. There is a lag. So I guess that's something I need to do better at keeping
I've got
up.
dog hair on it.
Rufus.
Blinking dog hair. Yeah, it's joining in. Wasn't meant to.
Oh, you've got to look. There you go.
Huh?
Yeah. I saw that little I saw that little piece of paper stuck to it. Now get your paper down. Yep.
It's down. It's down.
I know.
Last one. Say goodbye to the jelly plate for a night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn to read from YouTube instead of StreamYard, Mariah. I'm a lag behind Fran, but at least I could keep up with the chat better.
The chat.
I think that's going to be the choice. I think that works better.
And if you're on the live in YouTube, you'll still hear me going, what do I do? What do I do?
Well,
I don't think he's going to pick that up, you know. I might have to do it again with, I don't know, something like Iridescent Medium or something.
Or even
just to see if we can pull it up.
Like Pooh said, if worst comes to worst, make yourself some of your own made like washi tape.
Yeah, I certainly could. I was going to take Patricia's offer, wasn't I?
Lovely.
Yes, right, well, there we go. We've got to leave that now.
There you go. So I'll let you. I'll let you say formalities. Everybody, I'll add some first. Thumbs up if you feel like it, and ring the bell and set it up for all notifications. And thank you everyone for coming back, and for the replayers, we missed you, but we're glad you came back. And
maybe those two haven't got anything on. Maybe next time we'll get around to doing something with these that we made the first time after following what Patricia was saying to do, using the mediums to make stenciled impressions. So maybe we'll sort that out. And maybe one day we'll get around to being really, really brave and try one of these laser prints. Maybe.
You can do it. Thank you, Mariah and Patricia. We truly appreciate your input and help today, and all of you that stayed all throughout with us on our goofiness. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again another time if we're lucky. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.